You're listening to Channel 98.9. This is Silvis with another edition of Your Community Today. And joining me today is Scott DeBruycker. Scott, you're from Safe Journey.
Hey, how you doing today, Brian? Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you being able to bring us to tell our story to your audience.
And we want to talk about some things today, including Domestic Violence Awareness Month. You've got an event coming up as well. But before we do that, for those that do not know, tell us a little bit about your organization.
Safe Journey is the only domestic violence agency that's been serving rural Erie County since 1978. Of course, that includes the 176,000 plus people that live in the horseshoe around the city of Erie, everything from Albion and Girard down to Edinboro, over to Corry here, and up to Northeast. The types of services that the Safe Journey provides are individual and group counseling, 24/7 hotline, emergency shelter if needed, basic needs like food and clothing. We also have our Purple One program, which trains organizations' staff to recognize, respond, and refer victims of domestic violence to services, and we provide lifelong support. That's who Safe Journey is as far as what we provide. We do give services to anyone who comes to us, so that would include people. We just recently had a client that was from Michigan, I believe, and they had moved to Newcastle and ultimately came up to us because we were the best option for them to, get out of the situation that they were in.
So tell us what's going on.
Well, of course, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we want to make sure that we get that word out. And if you're in the local area, if you're in Corry or Northeast or anywhere within that horseshoe, take a look around. There's some donation buckets, and if you have a chance to see those and you are able to give, then give us a little bit of help. It can go a long way. Now, we're also going to be having our Maquerade Ball, and that's going to be on October 19th. And it will start at 6 o'clock. You can find out more information about the Maquerade Ball at mysafejourney.org/masquerade-ball, and that'll tell you anything else you need to know.
And what was the date again?
That's going to be October 19th.
And that's at Enchanted Beginnings again, right?
Yes, it is at Enchanted Beginnings.
And yours truly, I'll be there. I'll be providing the entertainment.
Yep, the Mix Master DJ Silvis will be with us, and it'll be a great time for dancing. We will also have a buffet table, and it's BYOB, so come for a good time, and we'll make sure to provide.
And this is a fundraiser for Safe Journey, correct?
Yes, it is. One of the things that we have done is we created this program that I just highlighted called Purple One, and this was designed as a concept by Lori Paulson, our director over at Safe Journey, and it was breathed into life by our staff. And we have been so successful at getting that program out, which, as I said, trains people in organizations, small businesses, corporations to recognize, respond, and refer victims of domestic violence to services discreetly. So, for instance, if you see a purple dot, say at a bank, and a victim was in a situation they needed to find a way out of, they could discreetly tell their partner, hey, I'm going to go and deposit some money in the bank or make an account. They can go and speak to the people at the bank who then would be able to refer them to services and be able to help them get out of the situation that they're in. And this program has been so effective, actually, that it's increased our service referrals by 4 times and our hotline calls by 3 times. So it's really important that we get both the word out to those who might be in need of our services and our help, and also those who have a capacity to be able to help us provide those services to the community. The ladies that I work with are some of the hardest workers that I've ever met in my life. So if you admire hard work, this organization definitely is an example of that. And one of the ways that we've financed our organization over the years has been through grants. And grants are really great for being able to fund what we need, but they can also be restrictive in the sense that you have to spend the money on what you requested, say like a fridge. So if you buy a fridge and you have $150 left over, you cannot stock that fridge with food. You have to return that money. And that's why we need the support of the community so much right now with the increase of services. We want to be able to provide good meals. And just consider the idea that if you leave a situation like this, you might not come with clothes, and we do have clothes, but we also want to be able to provide new, clean undergarments and things that we might not be able to get through tangible donations from, say, the Salvation Army.
Yeah, I found that grants are effective for projects and, one-time things, that they work pretty well for that. But there's a lot of other expenses and costs that come along with running an organization like yours. And you're saying that donations and contributions would really go a long ways towards helping you with those.
Yes, certainly. So please visit us at www.safejourney.org, and there is you do have the ability to do that just through the website, or you can also give us a call at 814-438-2675.
We're talking with Scott DeBruycker. He's the fundraising development coordinator at Safe Journey. When we're talking about domestic violence, what are some of the scenarios that Safe Journey addresses? Maybe somebody listening right now that's in a precarious situation might hear what you have to say and say, you know what, that's what I need right now.
You can't be sure exactly what a person's going through or that a person's in a domestic violence situation. It really depends on the circumstances, and it comes in many different ways. Sometimes it can be something as difficult to measure as finances and making it so that the person doesn't have the ability to get outside of the house, forms of isolation where the person is being alienated from family and friends, and they're not able to go and do what they will and be able to take care of themselves. But it also can be physical abuse where the person is being controlled physically, is being attacked by the person, their partner, the person that they love. And it can be that the children are involved, and these things can create long-term effects where the victim's health is impaired, where they struggle with depression, PTSD, and these events cause physical injury, and in many circumstances, they can cause death. In fact, over the last 5 years, we've had 11 deaths in Erie County alone. And in 1 year, I believe it was 2021, we had 5 deaths. So you never know when these scenarios are going to have very grave outcomes.
Well, we thank you for coming in today. And one more time before I let you go, it's Scott DeBruycker from Safe Journey. Tell us one more time, when is the event coming up, and your website where everybody can get the information.
The Maquerade Ball is going to be on October 19th, and it will be at 6 p.m. at Enchanted Beginnings. Please join us. You can visit us at www.mysafejourney.org/masquerade-ball to buy tickets. And if you are a victim in need of services, you can visit us at mysafejourney.org. There is an exit button if you need to be discreet. Also, you can call us at our 24/7-hour confidential hotline at 814-438-2675. That's 814-438-2675. That's our 24-hour hotline.
Excellent. Thanks for coming in, Scott.
Thank you, Brian.